QSY Delta Mike 06.
KAJ. KE6VON.
W6BBS72.
KE6VON 1040.
Yeah, good evening, Adam. Good evening, Frank.
Hey, I got some good news.
Go ahead.
Your saw is alive again.
Oh, very good.
Got a new cylinder and a new piston and new seals in it, and it's it runs good.
Oh, very good, very good. Good to hear it.
Yes, sir. You just have to let me know when you're going to be down this way, or I can try to get up your way.
Well, I don't have a fixed date. What's your window where you got 4 days home?
I'm actually off now till I go back to work Sunday. I took this Saturday off because had something that was going on this weekend, but it got canceled, so I'll be around till Sunday morning.
Okay, well, I don't think I've got... I got a tickle in my throat here. I got a piece of meat down there. I think my son's going out of town this weekend, so the only time he could swing by there would be Sunday evening or Sunday afternoon late. But we'll play it by ear. Maybe I'll be in town next week. I think I've got something coming up. I have to look at my medical schedule.
Okay. Yeah, just let me know. Next week, yeah, I'll be home next week. As of right now, all my 4 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Okay, you'll be home through the middle of the week, Tuesday through Friday, huh?
Hey, firm.
Okay, good deal. Well, we'll see what happens there. I got the gear, Frank. They charged a huge dollar for it, $5.
Oh, that's just absolutely terrible. Okay, well, I'll take a look at that in the morning, make sure it's the next one. And, you know, I got to make a run back down there to, I forget the name of that place, but where we get that pipe and get some more of that 6-inch for that dam down there. And so I can just schedule that over the next couple days and go by and get that saw as well. Over.
Yeah, that'd be good. If Adam's going to be home until through this Friday, right, Adam?
Yeah, I'll be home, tomorrow? Tomorrow's Friday, so I'll be home tomorrow and Saturday.
Okay, yeah, you're talking about the irrigation place, Frank, on Ingram?
Roger.
All righty. Well, I think we have your phone number now in a couple of phones. I have it here anyway, Frank, if you need it, so you can call them before you spin by there.
Sounds good.
Yeah, and you've got to tell me if I should put any green pieces of paper in Frank's hand, over.
Affirmative. Trying to think what the total was. It was between 2 and 250. I'm trying to remember. I have to look at the papers.
Okay, well, send 250 and you can not worry about it.
Copy that.
Okay, let's see if Rick's down there. Rick, I'm pointed down your way, I think. KB6RQU, K6MYC, and a Bozo Net, over.
Yeah, KB6RQU, good evening, on Bozo 61. Yeah, you're doing pretty good. There's not much flutter on your signals at all tonight. Over.
Yeah, very good. Adam, before I forget, I didn't get your Bozo number written down.
1040.
Okay. Anyway, good evening, Rick. Good signal. A little fluttery, but good, strong signal, over.
Okay, you must move your antenna a little bit. You came way up there. That's good. You're good 5 and 9 now. And you sounded much better there. I was listening to you on 6 meters there. I didn't get a chance to check in. It was so busy, and I had to go do some other things there. Was there any activity there today, over?
No problem. Did you work the Clipperton Island guys yet?
No.
Because they were worked all the way back into Indiana. I talked to a friend of mine, K9 X-Ray Delta. He worked them, and a whole bunch of people around him worked. He said they were so loud they could hear them. They were really, really strong back there.
727.
6F. Got 727. What was the other one? Label 6 Sugar 800. Okay. Gotcha. Good evening, Mike and Bill.
KM6 SRR.
Okay, very good, Rob. What's the date today, Rob?
Zulu would be the 26th. It's 3:36 right now. I tried checking in on the other mic and didn't work. Over.
I'm here.
Who is I'm here?
The other mic, WA6AJ.
Yeah, I got you, Mike. I got you checked in, 727. We heard you. Just getting around everybody here.
I was using some Slack terms for a microphone. I grabbed the wrong microphone and it didn't work. Over.
Well, that happens to a lot of us. It's a same dilemma that you have, the same disease called rectal cranial inversion.
Like too many radios?
Something like that. Too many mics laying there on the bench. Tom fixed that. He's got one mic and it works on all the radios, but he forgets to switch it to the right radio.
You guys are making me feel good. Thanks. KM6 SR.
Well, you're just normal. We're just making you feel normal, Rob.
Are you hearing K6MI 711?
I haven't heard him yet.
Yeah, K6MI 711.
Heard you that time.
Okay, thanks.
K6USY 1079.
KC5DTU 712.
I got you, Kerry. Good evening.
Good evening, Michael. Good evening, Rob. Good evening, other Mike, and hope everything's going well. Good evening, Kerry.
Well, you can ask Kerry Lake if everything's going well.
Boy, she really let a good one go, didn't she?
Yeah, that was something. I don't know if anybody else on frequency heard it, but the head of the Arizona Republican Party came to her, or one of the representatives. I think he was the head of it, wasn't he? Anyway, he came to her some time ago, about 11 months ago it turned out, but she hasn't been able to get anybody's attention on this, but the guy came to her and bribed her, said he could give her a good job that would be a no-show job and with a good salary if she didn't run for senator in Arizona. And he went back and forth. It was quite a long conversation, about 9 minutes, but in fact, she said, you could offer me $1 million, you could offer me $10 million, you could offer me $100 million or $1 billion. I'm not taking it. I'm here to serve the Americans and get this country back on track. And it was all on tape. She taped the whole thing from 9 months to 11 months ago. And since then, 2 days ago, the guy that made the bid to her just What did he do? He quit.
Like resign.
Yeah, resigned.
Hi, Kerry. Able 6 Sugar. Hello, Bill. How's things down there in beautiful Visalia? Yeah, still here. Still here. Hadn't went anywhere. KC5DTU, AA6S, and hi, Mike, AHA Mike. Go ahead, Kerry.
Roger. And I think I heard Rob in there, too. Didn't want to leave him out, especially when he's using the wrong mic.
We're waiting for you to pick up the right mic, Rob.
You double with Mike, Rob.
I was just saying I did it again. When I tried to answer you real quick, I picked up the wrong mic. Anyway, thanks for reminding me. Back to net.
You have to color code him.
He's on a roll. For Thursday night, 432, you have put yellow on the mic. That's 432. That's the color code for yellow. There's 2 red bands on 222 on Monday night and 1 red band for Wednesday night.
Now you're really testing my quality of smartness. I'll just get the other mic and put it somewhere where it's not easy to grab.
Okay. Frank, by the way, I went through the table of connectors, and we have no end of twist lock combinations. Every piece, every conceivable twist lock, but we don't have any 220. We have the 220 male, but not the female socket that we need, the one we're missing.
Same experience I had when I went through the cupboard before it fell down, over.
Yeah, well, I've gone through everything out there, and I've got it sort of organized. It's getting there. I've made headway today, but particularly in the nuts and nut bolts and the screws. Not nuts, bolts, screws, but in the nails. We got 15 different kind of nails. They're all
CW.
That's Nevada. Shall we go up to Nevada quickly and get Larry?
Yeah, N7WL. He's coming in pretty good here.
WT, go get it.
WL.
No, N7WT.
6 Sugar. 5x5. 55 on CW, Larry. 55 on CW. AA6S. Over.
Area.
Apparently not. He was coming in pretty good here.
Well, let me spin around quickly and get him. Hey, and Daniel, and then we'll get back to what we were doing before. I know that nobody's going to be there in Atascadero, so when I come back, if there's nobody else in the San Joaquin Valley, I'll stop right at Santa Cruz here.
Roger. N7WT, N7WT, AA6S, able 6 Sugar, over. You better try it. I ain't got enough juice, I guess.
Well, I'm rotating, so I'll give him one more.
N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, N7WT, AA6S, able 6 Sugar, all over.
Hi, good evening, John. KR6MR.
Airplane must have flew over.
N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango. Okay, 6 MYC. We hear you, Larry. Over.
K6MYC, K6MYC, November 7, Whiskey Tango, 657. Also, Dale is on frequency. I loan him an antenna. You may be able to work him on KJ6IX is 11112. And November 7, Whiskey Tango, over.
Okay, Larry.
Yeah, Roger, this is Kilo Juliet 6 India X-ray, KJ6IX, 1112, over.
Yeah, and you got a nice signal. The antenna Larry loaned you is working very well, Dale. KJ6 India X-ray, 1112. We got you a solid copy. Very, very nice signal. K6MYC, Bozo Net, north of Fresno, Delta Mike 07, over.
Yeah, thanks a lot, and looking forward to getting on some more nets there. Back to you, KJ6IX.
Yeah, we just got to figure out why you're so weak on 6. If you're that strong on 432, you should be gangbusters on 6 meters, so something's not right on 6 there, over.
Roger. Yeah, I got 6. I got to put another radio on it, but we'll wait until 6 meter day, and we'll get playing with that again. But anyway, I just wanted to get this done. I've been working on it most of the day, so we got that up using Yaesu 991A, Yaesu 991A, and running 50 watts, over.
Well, you're doing good with the 50 watts. I had a 991A, so I know the radio works very well. Your 50 watts is actually, I think it is 50. Could be 35, but it's doing well anyway. So congratulations. What antenna are you using, and how high do you have it, over?
The antenna is about 4 feet above the roof of my house, 4 foot above the roof of my house, headed south, over.
Yeah, what is the antenna?
Larry, tell me what the antenna is.
Hey, Mike, I loaned him a RIW 32-19, 13-foot boom, 16 DVD, over.
Yeah, okay, well, it's working. The RIW has always worked, so that's fine. Good, very good. And it's playing very well for you with the 50 watts, Dale. Let's see if anybody else is copying you. You were heard originally on CW, my Alpha 6 Sugar in Visalia, Larry. He came back to you twice with 800 watts, but you didn't respond. So let me turn it down to Bill now and see if he can get through to you guys. AA6 Sugar in the group, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, Roger, Mike. When he was talking, he got to Q5 there for a while, talking about the 991A, and then it kind of dropped down. But he was making it in here. N7WT, AA6S. You copy, Larry? Over.
272, standing by.
We hear you, Daniel. Stand by here, 272. Stand by. Go ahead, Larry.
Mike, he's in. I can't tell he's in there, but he's not. I don't have the pass right now to A62. I've worked him before a few times, but tonight it's just not there. Back to you, Mike. And Daniel's looking strong tonight here also.
Yeah, good. Well, try the other station, Bill. The other station is KJ6 India X-ray. He lives about 6 miles from Larry, or even closer, actually. KJ6 India X-ray, and he's got the 19 element K2 RIW up about 4 feet above the roof, and 50 watts. That's who you were hearing talking about the 991. Over, Bill, go ahead.
Okay, yeah, well, he was coming in good. Let's try him then. KJ6 X-ray, KJ6, can't even read my writing. KJ6 India X-ray, KJ6IX. KJ6 India X-ray, I can't even write here. KJ6 India X-ray, Able 6 Sugar, KJ6IX. Do you copy? Over.
KJ6 India X-ray, Dale, are you copying anything from Alpha 6 Sugar, over?
Station, this is Kilo Juliet 6 India X-ray, Bozo 1112, Roger, over.
I think I doubled with you, Dale. That was Alpha Alpha 6 Sugar. Give him a call, Dale. It's Alpha Alpha 6 Sugar. Give him a call, Dale. Over. Where did Dale go now? KJ6 India X-Ray. Dale, are you there? Better now, Bill?
Not hearing anything right now. Not hearing anything. It was good when he was talking about his 991, and then and since then it's been nothing. Go ahead.
Yeah, well, the path is down. Let me go back to Daniel and see if I got Daniel. I got Daniel. Daniel, you are logged in, but let's see if the copy's better on you. The other two fellows have gone into the noise here. KE7UQL, Kilo Echo 7, Uniform Quebec, London, K6MYC. Go ahead, Daniel.
WB6JNC.
I doubled with you. You apparently came back when I hadn't finished. KE7UQL 272. We have you, Daniel. Go ahead. Okay, are you hearing Alpha Alpha 6 Sugar, Daniel? Are you copying Alpha Alpha 6 Sugar, over?
Not on the radio, but I hear him on the laptop, over.
Well, of course, he's going to be on the stream because he's loud here. Okay, for some reason you're not getting through to Nevada tonight, Bill. I don't know what the problem is there, over.
Yeah, well, I know what the... Hello, 1, 2. I know what the problem is. I got no power for some reason. Nope.
WB6JNP, Dane's tried to check in a couple times, Mike.
Got it. Just haven't gotten to it yet.
I know it's a matter. I don't have my amplifier on. I flipped the 2-meter amp on. I'm as bad as Rob there with his wrong microphone. I flipped the wrong amp on, so I'm warming the other one up. That'll probably make a difference. It's only running 30 watts.
Hey, Bill, you need to color code your amps there like Rob with his mic down up there.
That's a big affirmative. It'll take a few seconds for this thing to do its thing.
Well, tonight's yellow night. It's yellow night, so that 432 radio should be bright yellow.
Well, it's got a yellow thing that says standby and a red one that says power. Neither one of them is doing anything yet.
Okay.
Wait till the time delay kicks in, then he'll probably hear me. He was hearing me with the 30 watts. The 800 might make a difference, Mike.
Now let me tell him what's going on up there. N7 Whiskey Tango, KJ6 India X-Ray, and KE7UQL. Bill did not have the amplifier on, so he was just running 30 watts. He's warming the amp, so stick around, guys, and hopefully the band will come back a little bit. Over to you, Larry, and see if it's coming back up. N7 Whiskey Tango in the group, K6MYC, over.
Okay, yeah, Mike, you're back up to 5 and 9. I down into the noise, I can tell you were still there, but you were, couldn't have had a call with you a while ago, but now you're back.
Yeah, okay, well, you're back up, but not real strong here. So he'll be calling in just another minute. He has tubes in this thing. His amplifier has tubes in it, and it takes a couple of minutes to warm up. He should be ready to go now. Bill, AA6S, go ahead.
Yeah, Roger. Hello, 1, 2, about 700 watts. Okay, KJ6 Indy X-Ray, KJ6 Indy X-Ray, AA6S, Label 6 Sugar. Doesn't make any difference. Over.
I don't hear him at the moment. Let's see. KJ6 India X-Ray. Are you copying anybody, Dale? Now, Larry, I don't hear Dale. Are you copying me now, Larry? Over. They're both down now. How about you, Daniel? Any copy on Bill, Alpha 6 Sugar, Daniel, over?
Yeah,
Roger. I'm going to have a copy on Alpha 6 Victor, 87 UCL. David John, commandment, over.
Yeah, I'm copying you, Larry. N7WT, N7 Whiskey Tango, Q5F0, about an S1, 5 and 1, 51, N7 Whiskey Tango, AA6S, over.
No, I think that was Daniel that responded to you, KE7UQL, over.
Yeah, it was, I think. I just got the call screwed up. Yeah, Daniel, I was copying you, okay. About an S1, KE7UQL, AA6S, over.
Alpha 6 Victor, this is KE7 UCL.
Yeah, you're 5 and 2, 52 now, Daniel. Making it pretty good. I don't know how long it'll last, but 52 and DMO6. 52 and DMO6. KE7UQL, AA6S, over.
I heard out to you about an S1 to Delta Mike 09. Over.
QSL, roger.
Okay, let's see. Is it back up for you yet, Larry? N7 Whiskey Tango, K6MYC? It's up and down a lot tonight, Bill. Oh, there he is. Try a call to Larry N7WT now, Bill.
N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, N7WT, AA6S, label 6 sugar, over.
AA6X, you're 5 and 1, November 7 with
N7 Whiskey Tango, N7WT, AA6S, label 6 sugar, over.
I guess I doubled with you. You went down and back again. AA6 sugar, last heard, 5 and 1, Delta Mary 08, November 7, over.
He's answering you, Bill. I don't know if you can copy him. I've got a pretty good copy on him here.
Don't hear a thing here, Kerry.
Roger. N7WT, KC5DTU. He is not copying you. Say again, he's not copying you. Over.
Okay, let me see if we can sort this out. Conditions are up and down so fast we can't keep up with them, Larry. N7 Whiskey Tango, KJ6 India X-Ray, and KE7UQL. Let you guys go. Kerry's copying you, Larry. Kerry's copying you in South Fresno, but Bill couldn't copy you last time. I heard you're 5 and 1 to Bill, so you weren't hearing him real strong either. Just not a good night tonight, apparently. Anyway, we got to move on, but thanks, guys, for being there. And the antenna that you gave Dale is working fine, Larry. So little by little, he's getting it together there. N7WT in the group, K6MYC, 73, all guys.
73, KE7UCL.
Thank you, Daniel. I know you're still in there. Thank you, 73.
7-3, Mike, 7-3. I heard he said he couldn't hear a thing out of me. But anyway, I didn't hear him. He was in and out. But when he was in, he was about 5 and 1. 73, I've worked the A6 sugar before, mountain clear. I don't know why it's the fastest on Saturday night. 7-3 and
73 is this KJ6IX.
Yeah, you're stronger than Larry now. KJ6 India X-Ray, K6MYC. Any better that time, Bill?
Roger.
Oh, yeah, I was copying him. KJ6 India X-Ray, KJ6IX, AA6S. Go ahead.
Dale, you doubled. Dale, listen carefully now. Bill is going to call you. Stand by, Dale. Go ahead, Bill.
Roger. KJ6 India X-Ray, KJ6IX, KJ6IX, AA6 Sierra, label 6 sugar, over.
This is Kilo Juliet 6 India X-Ray, KJ6IX, DM08, you're about an S1, over.
Roger the S1 there. You're about the same here. KJ6 India X-ray. Thank you very much. We're in Delta Mary 06. Delta Mary 06. We're located in Visalia. KJ6IX. KJ6 India X-ray. AA6S. Over.
This is Kilo Juliet 6 India X-ray, KJ6 India X-ray, DM08. You're an S1, roger.
Roger, the DM08 and the S1. You're also S1. You're 51 here, 5 and 1. 51 QSL. Over.
7 Whiskey Tango, DM08, over.
Larry, don't think Dale's hearing real well because he should be hearing the 800 watts from Bill much better. So Dale has probably got a little receive issue. I don't know, the 991A has got good ears on 432 as far as I know, but maybe he does not have the preamp turned on. So you might work with him on that. We'll say 73s to all you guys. Did anybody copy KC5 Delta Tango United up there, over? They're not even responding to me. You did pretty good, Kerry. Even hearing them tonight, it's really up and down.
Roger, Mike. Well, this is the first time I heard KJ6IX, and he had a pretty good signal coming in also, and he started to fade.
And then held 5 and 5 through most of the conversation. And then by the time I got a hold of him and everybody stopped talking, he was gone again. November 7 Whiskey Tango.
Understand the band is up and down, Larry. Thanks so much for your patience. See you Sunday. See you guys on Sunday, 73. KE7 UQL, N7WT, and KJ6 India X-ray. 73 from Delta Mike 07, K6MYC. Bye-bye. Okay. Guess we go back to Santa Cruz.
Yeah, move my antenna. Able, 6 sugar.
Still 5 and 5. 5 and 5.
Thank you, Larry. Thanks for the 5 and 5.
Don't forget J&P.
I've got you, Dane. You're checked in here, but we had so much stuff going on with 3 stations coming in from Nevada. I did give you a roger. I don't know if you heard it. WB6JNP while we're rotating. K6MYC, over.
Okay, real good, Mike. Yeah, we stuck around. We figured you heard it, but, I'm used to it.
Okay. I hear somebody with an echo.
WB6ISO.
Stevens Creek Elementary School.
Hang on.
Station, that was Cupertino. What you're calling Cupertino, over? I guess he can't hear me.
That's okay. Dennis, go ahead. I'll move the antenna back to you, Dennis, and get you taken care of here. WB6ISO86. Go ahead.
Why, good evening, WB6ISO. Very pleasant evening to you. You're 5-9, plus about 10:15 over S9. Very nice signal this evening, Mike. Good evening, over.
Okay, very good. Did you hear, have anybody else in there tonight?
No, sir, not just me, myself, and I. That's about it.
Okay, 86 and a third, and 86 and 2/3, and 86, huh?
Yeah, all above, Mike. You're sounding mighty good. How you doing down there? How's the weather? Getting cold?
No, it was pretty nice today. A little cool at the end of the day when the wind came up, but overall pretty nice and clear. Bright sun all day, so the sun was nice if you could stay out of the breeze, over.
Yeah, we finally got a little bit of sunshine up here as well. My God, as well, we had to enjoy it when we can. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. You have a very fine evening down there. Stay nice and warm, and we'll catch you on the next 2-meter net night. WB6ISO, Bozo 86, Rio Linda.
756.
Okay, I got you 756. As long as we're in Sacramento, I might as well do you here. 756 got you, Darren, and we also heard KR6MR and K6 Whiskey India Sugar. But let me get you logged in here, Darren. Go ahead.
Oh, very good. Yeah, CW16 hanging out here, 2 forecast.
got you. Okay, solid copy. I'm not pointed right at you, but good enough for now. Thank you, Daniel. Thanks for your patience. We didn't intend on doing it this way, but we'll carry on. Over to you, Bill. KO6KD, we missed you this morning, K6MYC.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened this morning, Mike. I got up, I was a little bit late, and then when I got in there, I didn't hear a thing, and so then one thing led to another, and I wound up dozing off. I came back again a little bit after 9, and again, I heard nothing, so I guess I was just showing up at the wrong place at the wrong time, but anyway, hopefully I will be there tomorrow. My apologies to everybody, but if you can catch me in now, 776 KO6KD, and I'll say good evening, and I'll be standing by.
Okay, no, we copied you fine, and good evening here. Yeah, we called and called from about 8:10 on, and then we finally hooked up with Anthony. And I talked with Anthony a while, and then Phil came in, WB6GGY, and then our 6Q was in also, about the time that I was signing, because that's about the time Frank showed up. So we called you in that period several times up to almost 9 o'clock before we got out of there. So we just timed it wrong, I guess. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yep, I'm sure sorry, Mike.
No problem. It wasn't a problem. I really didn't have that much time to spend, and Anthony we were talking about Cushcraft R5 and R7 parts, so we took care of that best we could. That was it. All right, let me get John in here. I'm pretty sure we'll hear John. I heard you call earlier, John, when you were talking to K6 Whiskey India Sugar. KR6MR, K6MYC, over.
Yeah, good evening, Mike. Sorry that I fled in over it. I didn't think you'd hear me. So I guess that my antennas are working a whole lot better now, over.
Oh, yeah, now I'm getting the antenna on you. So you can see they're working a lot better. You should be hearing me a lot better, and you're very loud, over.
Oh, very good signal tonight. Oh, Bozo 759 for the books.
We got you, 759, all okay. So, yep, it was worth the effort. You made major improvements on everything, and the only problem you have right now is a little bit shy of power, of course, on 1296.
Yeah, that's something I'll look at in the near future.
Yeah, and of course what will happen, there'll be good days and bad days. It will be days where you come up to Q5 for a few minutes and then down. Last night, the night before last on 430, 1296, it was kind of poor. But I could hear you in there the whole time. I never lost you, so that's a very good sign. Anytime I heard you before, it would only be for 10 or 15 seconds. But now I can hear you anytime I'm pointed at you, you're there. Very residual, no enhancement whatsoever, but at least it's there consistently. So that's a good sign. That's just raw tropo. And the raw tropos there, we're just not getting any enhancement on the last try. That's the word from here, but you're a very good copy here on 432. Congratulations on a good effort there, and thanks for putting the effort out and the money out and all the other things you did, and working with the XYL to get that thing in the air. I think it's paying off. KR6MR, K6MYC.
Yeah, okay, thank you, Mike. I'll let you go. I've got things I got to do, and I'm going to be pretty busy for a little while here, so I'll catch you later. K6MYC, KR6MR, clear.
Yeah, and of course you can hear yourself in the background. All right, 7-3, guys. I think, is there anybody else? K6WIS, as long as we're here, or K1YQP, are you here?
Hello, Mike. This is K6WIS, Massiville.
Yeah, we got you checked in already. I heard you and John talking earlier, so I just went ahead and checked you in. But good to hear you. Strong signal. Lots of flutter from Placerville on the direct path here. Have you heard anybody else in your area, YQP or anybody?
Negative, Mike. No local stations. Just also 1QSO with Jeremy KR6MR. So you heard me as well. I was pointed towards the Bay Area. So I'm surprised you heard K6MYC and the K6WIS. Oh, by the way, you're 5.5 with peaking maybe 5.7, but then there's deep QSB fluttering going on, over.
Yeah, the band is all over the place. No, I heard you when I was pointed at you on the way to Nevada, because Nevada came in very early, and then we spun the antennas up. Kind of out of character tonight, but I heard Larry very early, and I thought we'd have some good conditions, and we had quite a few people that were hearing him. So I thought we'd try to get through to the guys in Nevada. So that's why we're up here. We haven't even done the Bay Area yet. Anyway, KW6T, are you here, Russ?
Yeah, hey, Mike, good evening. K6MYC and the group here is KW6T, Bozo 410.
Okay, very good. I'm not quite pointed at you, but close enough for now. KW6T, good to hear you. And thanks for being there tonight. Take a transmission. We'll get you logged in here, and then we'll move on to back to the Bay Area where we should be. Over.
Okay, very good. All right, Mike. Well, 73. Have a great evening, and hello to Bill and John and Darren. I don't know if you heard. I don't know if K1YQP was in there or not. But anyway, 73 all KW6T. I'll be clear and going back to listening.
Okay. KW6T with a possibility of K1YQP and also KJ6KO. He was on in the contest, so he's functional. I don't remember what band I worked him on. It was probably 432 or 1296, one of the two, but I did work him. So it was good to hear Greg on from up there in the Placerville area. Thank you very much, Russ. We'll see you on Sunday night. KW6T, Latrobe, K6MYC in the Bozo Net. Now going to, we might as well stop by and get Oakley and Discovery Bay, over. 7-3, Russ.
Yeah, 7-3, Mike. Have a great evening, KW6T.
Somewhere in here, W6 Sugar Whiskey, K6MYC.
Yeah, W6SSW, Bozo 793.
Gotcha. Good. Have you heard Ken yet?
Negative. Are you in here in 6RO?
Yeah, Martinez still here.
Okay, we'll put down 199 also. Good evening, Russ.
Yeah, good evening. Good signal tonight. Band is nice and quiet. I always like the 432 band. Of course, I don't get any of that noise from the radar, but you still get that noise and clicking down here?
Well, I get it from time to time. It's just a click, and it's if I have this AGC on fast, it doesn't bother me much, and I can almost get rid of it with the blanker. If I have slow AGC, it shuts the receiver down for 3 or 4 seconds. Over.
Oh yeah, Roger, and that. Yeah, the 910. I have two noise blankers in here, and they're both adjusted for maximum, putting that thing down. And I don't hear it at all here, so it's pretty well there. But anyway, you get a good turnout tonight, huh?
No, we're not doing too bad. You're number 22. 22,
okay, that's great.
And I haven't even gotten into the Bay Area yet. We could be easily 25, 26, maybe more. So it's a good night, yes. That's why I'm a little bit slow. We also made a very big effort to try and have some folks work, everybody in Nevada. We got 3 stations now up in Nevada on 432, and I had good copy, but everybody else was struggling most of the time. So we were trying to get them to get contacts, so we spent quite a bit of time doing that, and we did make some, but not good. Over.
Roger Roger Net. Should we stand by for Gary over there in Vallejo?
Yeah, I'll stand by for Gary. KE6QR, Gary.
Gary, are you around? I know he wants to use that new radio of his. No, he's not here.
I didn't hear him. Let's see if Ken is there. N6 Radio Oscar, N6RO, K6MYC.
K6MYC, N6RO, 835, loud and clear with a bit of flutter.
Well, you're no good if you don't have flutter.
I'll have to write a tune about that.
That's right. I got flutter for you.
That's a good start.
Missed my calling, huh?
Okay, I gotta run to a Zoom call.
Go Zooming. And don't flutter on them too much. 73, we'll see you Sunday. Have a good weekend. N6RO, 73 to you, 73 to you, Steve. We got you kind of short tonight. Anything else?
Oh, no problem. Yeah, nice sunny day up here today. Took advantage of it and did some yard work, that's all.
Yeah, we had sun most of the day here, too. It was a little cloudy every now and then, but just for a few seconds, and then we got right back to bright sun. In fact, I'm not using, well, I can't see it now. I've got to check and see. But we were up pretty high on the charge rate. I think it was up at 88 or something, 88% charge, and that was about 1 o'clock, so. Yeah, the sun was doing its job this morning in good shape. All right. See you on Sunday. Have a good weekend. I think rain is a-coming.
Hello there. Yeah, it sounds like we're going to get another atmospheric river, huh?
I think so. That's a big one, too. This one could be several days worth.
Hello? Okay, well, that'll be good. We'll enjoy the weekend in the meantime.
Okay. Hello, W6PQL. Go ahead.
Hi. Yeah, sorry I'm getting in here late. How you doing? K6NYC, W6PQL.
Well, we're coming at you from a different direction tonight. We got all tangled up just because of the way the propagation was. I went with the flow on the propagation, over.
Oh, yeah. Well, sometimes that's the best.
Well, we were just getting started, and we heard Larry off the back from Nevada. And so we spun around, and a lot of guys were hearing Larry, and we spun our wheels a while because we were either picking up the wrong microphone and yelling and nothing was happening, or we were running an amplifier that was turned on 2 meters, but the 432 wasn't on, over.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, that's always something. Yeah, I was tied up with a billing issue with DHL here. They're being persnickety about something. I sent a little 3x5 by 3x7 by 5 inch box, a real small box with weight all of 5 ounces to New Zealand. It was supposed to cost $32, and they billed me $230 for it. So, I'm not filled with peace yet.
Oh, you got to you got to untangle that one. That's insane.
Yeah, they claim it was 18 inches by 19 inches by 16 inches high. That can't be mistaken for a little 3x7 box.
Well, and of course, the one that they measured was also weighed 47 pounds, and yours was 13 ounces, right?
No, it weighed about 5 ounces. I rounded it up to a half a pound. They don't charge any more for that, but just to be sure. But yeah, it's just a scanner mistake, or somebody mixed things up when they were doing a random package check on several parcels, and they got the labels mixed up or something.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they can go back to the guy that did it get delivered in New Zealand? Okay.
Yeah, they delivered it just fine. No problem there. They just decided it was a big package when it wasn't.
And well, they ought to send somebody out with a little scale and say, "Pardon me, sir, Mr. ZL, we'd like to weigh that package you just got from us, delivered a couple of days ago. Could we weigh that, please? Thank you."
You think that'll ever happen?
Oh.
Well, let's see if they're any better than UPS or FedEx. They're pretty dig in the heels kind of people.
Are they? Boy. Okay, well, good luck with that anyway, Jim. I know that's a terrible thing. I spent 2 hours the other day. Frank and I were on the phone here for 2 hours trying to get parts from a Craftsman. I had a little tiny gear that's the drive gear off the starter motor. It drives the flywheel, to start the engine, and it was worn out at the plastic gear, and it had frayed down to a point where it was not driving the drive gear very much. It would hit every now and then, but not reliable. So Frank took it apart and turned it over. Turned out it's reciprocal, so you could turn it over. There was a few gear teeth left on the other end of it, so we turned it over, and it's been working fine. And in the meantime, I said, let's get this damn thing on order. And that was unbelievable. We finally ended up ordering it from a place in Fresno here, and the guy said, okay, that'll be $27, but I got to put it on order. And Matt told me a couple of days ago there's a place on the way into work. He sees small engine repair, and he sees he's always got lawn tractors out in front. He says maybe he's got the part. So Matt went by this morning and bought the part. It cost $5, and he had it in stock. Over.
Oh, that's neat. Yeah. Oh, I'm sure you can cancel the other one. They didn't have it in stock anyway.
Yeah, hopefully I will be able to cancel it. But I could have bought 5 of them for $27, 5.5 of them actually. I think it was going to be more than that with tax and shipping and everything. Anyway, I finally found the guy that used to work at the Pinedale Saw Shop where I had all my work done. And he remembers me, and I remember Manny. Manny owned the place, and Manny finally got too old, and his kids didn't want to run the business anymore, so he just shut it down. That left us high and dry. But it turns out we found the guy that worked for Manny, and now he's running the place, and it's good because he's got everything in there, and he knows how to fix stuff, and doesn't charge much. Over.
Yeah, okay. All right. That's good when there's somebody there that you know, it's nice to walk in and have them recognize you.
Yep. Well, I don't know if I ever met this guy. He was always in the back. I probably talked to him once or twice when he would come out when I had a part in my hand or a chainsaw or something. But they did work on all my stuff. Anyway, it's good to have them a place like that you can just go to, and they're going to take care of you. So that was finally, but it was a result of many hours of searching. It finally got to a point where it was reasonable. All right, take care. Let's see if there's anybody else in the Bay Area. I'm sure there is. QRZ Bozo Net, Bay Area, K6MYC. KB6BA. KB6BA, very light, but we got you, Oliver. How are you? Go ahead, Oliver.
Oh, hi. Hi, Mike, and good to hear you. Nice day today. Went for some hiking, and the rain will make hiking a challenge next week. And I heard another mobile station jump in. K6MYC, KB6BA.
Okay, good. Yeah, we had a nice day here, too. I guess it's supposed to be nice for the next 2 days here, and then I guess next week is a lot of stuff coming in from the Pacific. So hopefully we'll finally get that atmospheric river that we've been waiting for. Anyway, good evening to you. Not super strong tonight, but maybe I could tweak it, but we won't worry about it now. Let's see if we can hear anybody else in there. Bozo Net, Bay Area, K6MYC.
Kilo Alpha 6, Mike Zulu Echo Mobile.
KA6MZE, okay.
Yes, Kilo Alpha 6, Mike Zulu Echo Mobile, Phil here, number 1111. Okay, and just read the mail here on the Bozo Net, and you're coming in quite strong there, Mike, from Cupertino.
You're doing well. We're doing very, very well from Cupertino. Are you horizontally polarized?
Yeah, I've got your HO loop on my truck right here.
Boy, you're doing good. I'll tell you what, you're strong. For the whole loop and the mobile, that's outstanding signal, so you must be in a good spot. You got a little elevation there near the Permanente plant?
KM6 SRR.
About 400 feet here next to school, about 350, 400 according to the GPS, but yeah, you sound really good, and last time I talked to you a couple of weeks ago, you said this all sounded good from this rig here, and quite happy with this antenna there, Mike.
Oh, very good, very good. No, it's just playing really well. We have another station on frequency. Stand by a second. My backup guy is here, and he had something for me. KM6SRR. Go ahead, Rob.
Yeah, I was wondering who you were talking to before Oliver and this gentleman's call sign. It didn't show up on our list. Over.
He's 1111, WA6 Mike Zulu Echo.
Okay, yeah, I heard it as KM6. And who were you talking to before Oliver?
Yeah, Oliver 900.
No, before Oliver.
Jim, W6PQL.
Okay, I got it. Thanks.
All righty. Rob does my backup on my log show. Because I'm blind, sometimes the stuff I write down is illegible. So Rob's keeping a second log over there to make sure we get everybody in here that's legitimate. Anyway, great to hear you, Phil. And I'm sure we'll hear you many more times now. Are you have any plans for doing this at the home QTH, or are you HO8 or something?
Yeah, I'm vertically polarized at home at my home QTH, and horizontally polarized here from the truck, so maybe I'll check on my vertically polarized. I got a Diamond X30 on top of my house, and ICOM 821H for the home rig, but, that, like I said, that's vertically polarized, so I could try that sometime.
Well, that'll work. We'll hear you. I can go vertical on this band. Let me just do it just for fun. I'll switch vertical here. Now we're vertical, vertical, vertical. Horizontal, horizontal, horizontal.
Okay, yeah, very little change. Well, next week I'll check it out on home QTH then. A little bit more power on that one too. But like I said, I'll try it vertical next time.
Yeah, well, you're rocking and socking in here, so the Cupertino location's very good. 432 from Cupertino does very well. KD6SOK. Fred lives in Cupertino and is always very strong here on 432 also. But you're every bit as strong as he is with just the whole loop. So obviously you've got a better physical location than he does. But you're probably running 50 or 100 watts in the truck?
No, about 35 watts.
And what is it?
That's an FT100 I'm running right now.
Okay, yeah, I have 4 of those. They're very good little radios. Not the most greatest audio in the world. You may be running it just a little hot, but it sounds good and it's very legible, so don't worry about it. Anyway, sounds good. Thanks very much for calling in. Let's see if there's a few more that left to be called in from the Bay Area yet there. WB6JNN and WA6AXX.
The signal report from this rig here, and I'll have back to you, Mike. KA6MZE/mobile.
Yeah, I double with the first part of that. What did you say about signal report?
Yeah, I'm running on 432.102.9 on my FT100 right now, so it's off frequency a bit.
Yeah, well, they're old, and those crystals age, that's all. You can go in and correct that, but as long as you just make a note of that frequency and you're not moving around too much, it's not usually an issue. But you can, I think, pull the crystal back on the right frequency there, over.
Yeah, I don't want to dig into that rig. I understand your GPS locked on the 432.1, is that correct?
Yes, Roger, I'm GPS locked. I should be within a couple of cycles.
Yeah, so what rig are you running that's GPS locked?
Well, it's not the rig. It's a GPS locked. It's a secondary product. I'm using the ICOM 9700, and the GPS system is. I got a mental block. What is it, Frank or Rob?
Leo Bodnar?
Yeah, Leo Bodnar. Leo Bodnar out of England. And it's a good mod for this radio, over.
Okay, I have an HP GPS unit, not on this rig, obviously, but so does your rig have a 10 megahertz in for locking?
Well, it has something, and the Bodnar just puts out such a strong signal in there that it forces the local oscillator to match up, over.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah, okay, that sounds great there, Michael. And, so I'm going to get going here. I've been here for a while, but I'm in obviously good position to talk to you here from Fresno, or to Fresno. So I'll get back I'll let you get back to other stations and have a wonderful evening there, Mike. K6MZE/mobile.
Well, thank you, Phil. Yeah, just steady, rock-solid signal here. So wonderful conditions, and obviously you got everything working well. For 35 watts, it sounds like 350 for heaven's sakes. Okay. Let's see. Was there other callers? I think WB6JNN or WA6AXX or KT2G or who? Oh my goodness, WB6JNN. I can almost hear you. Let me see if I can move the antenna. Go ahead, give me a chatter. Jim, are you copying Phil there in Cupertino with his mobile?
Oh, yeah, he's at 9+.
Yeah, he's very strong here. He's 40 dB stronger than you are. You are Q4 and S at 0, over.
Well, you're now up to 6, so you've come up a little bit from when we started.
Yeah, well, I tweaked the antenna, so I'm absolutely dead on you. This is the peak of it.
Yeah, you're hitting that 7 consistently now. And there's a lot less watery. All right, I could probably maybe get some more too. But anyway, I've been listening on the internet to you guys chatting with everybody in the world over there on the east side. WB6JNN.
Okay, I got most of that, Jim. You can probably hear how weak you are if you're listening on live streaming there. It's very, very light. Anyway, have a good weekend. Get your flying in because the rain's a-coming, and a lot of it from what I can gather. The big picture for a week is lots of rain next week. So go fly this weekend. 7-3, Jim. We'll see you Sunday. WB6JNN, K6MYC, looking for others in the Bay Area.
Anybody else local here?
I don't hear Fred tonight. Fred's missing. AXX is missing. Ed is missing. And KT2G is missing. And AB6SR is missing. So we got at least 4 that we should hear. And KB6 Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie doesn't seem to be there either. Are you hearing him at all, Jim?
I thought Ed was there.
I just gave a call on this side and nobody answered. But it is 8:30, so it's sort of late.
Let's see, Jim W6PQL, can you check and see who might be there that I'm missing? Because Jim at JJNN is very weak, and I can't necessarily hear everything he's doing there.
Okay, is there anybody else in the Bay Area that'd like to check into the Bozo Net, W6TQL for K6MYC? Sounds like you got them all, Mike.
Well, where's Whiskey Foxtrot Charlie? Where's Ed? Where's Fred? Fred should be in here. Fred never misses 432.
Well, he must be dead.
No, but maybe they're working him to death.
Okay. Well, WFC will pop in whenever he can. If he typically has other things going on, so we might hear from him later.
Well, I'm all done here. I went reversed, and you guys are the last on the list tonight. But I'll be I haven't got Tom yet. So we'll be down at Santa Cruz. So if somebody else checks in, make noise. I can always hear a little bit of you, and I'll come back up and see who it is. Okay, let me go down to Santa Cruz and see if we can hear Tom here. Okay. KW6S. Tom, I wonder if you're in there this evening. KW6S, K6MYC.
K6MYC, KW6S. Yeah, I might be down on power a little bit. doesn't look like the needle's pumping up there. But yeah, I'm here and been hearing most of the time, no matter where you're pointed. So doing pretty well here tonight.
Yeah, very good. I don't know, but it's an outside possibility that Lee might have something running, so you might check and see if Lee has got his Quaggy hooked in.
Yeah, KB6LEE, KW6S. Don't hear anything there. So
okay.
Maybe he's going to make the grand entrance later in the week.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, he said he was busy and he hadn't had a chance to work on it yesterday when I talked to him. He said he was very busy and he hadn't had a chance to work on it. I said, well, at least just hook up the feed line and let's see if we can hear you. But maybe he didn't want to even do that. He likes to get it right before he starts. Anyway, good to hear you. And we're missing a whole bunch of people in the Bay Area. I hope it isn't because I'm a little bit later than normal. But we may go back into the Bay Area and rest there and rag chew with the local fellows here for a couple of minutes and see if we can get anybody out of the woodwork. There's about 4 stations that are normally there. We got a very good turnout tonight. I'm sitting here at 20, 25, 26, 27 check-ins already. So we're doing good, but we are missing, we'll be easily 30 if we get the people that should be checking in from the Bay Area. And we're missing a few in Course Gold also here.
Yeah, well, it should be good signal seems to be tonight, so I don't think it's anything to do with that. I've just managed to work TX5S on 160 meters, which is making me pretty happy. So I'm doing good this evening.
Yes, you are, but you should be able to catch him. By the way, he was on FT8 with good signals into the Midwest a couple of days ago. He worked a whole bunch of guys in W9 land, and with big signals. One of the guys said he was at 0 on the FT8 at one point. He was ranging between -10 and 0, so that's a huge signal. But they were on 50.189 doing FT8, 50.189, where he said he was doing moon bounce, but he was doing FT8.
Yeah, I noticed that, and he's got another frequency they use down there, 260. I think it's 260. There's a certain frequency I've seen them spotted on, but for a while I watched a whole bunch of 9s and 0s working them on 6 meters on 313, and I never heard him, so I was just out of luck.
Okay, there's another one, a ZL7 on Chatham Island, also that's active. One of my buddies, K9 X-Ray Delta, worked him. He has a 6-element M squared at 50 feet and probably a kilowatt, but he got him. He's getting them. He's working them like crazy down there, and he got Chatham Island. Didn't even know it was a country over.
Yeah, I've got Chatham Island. I don't have them on 6. At least I don't think so. No, I don't have Chatham Island on 6, but yeah, I've got them on all the other bands except 160. I don't think I'll ever make DXCC on 160 off a little city block.
Well, you sound like you're doing pretty good. I tell you what, it's amazing what an elevated elevated vertical does on your roof. I had one guy in Fresno here running N6IG. Was running an elevated vertical on his house, and he did really, really well on the 160 band for some reason.
Yeah, I'm just matching my tower. I've got because of the gamma, sort of a gamma match on my tower, and no radials, but I've got the kind of a top hat up there, and it's to the top hat's about 50 feet. So yeah, it seems to do okay, and it's narrow enough in frequency that it must not be too bad.
You're not picking up all the broadcast stations. That's what happens on 160. If you've got a flamethrower of 50 kW in the area, it's hard to keep them out of there. Okay, listen, let me go back to the Bay Area. We're going to wrap this thing up here. I had dinner, so I'm not racing away to get to dinner, but we should try to get done here this evening. Let me go back in the Bay Area, see if there's anybody else in the Bay Area or in Course Gold. We're missing K6BBG, KM6HK. And we got Dane in here, WB6JNP. Dane, I got you, and I think we chatted briefly, but that was hard to get you in here this evening in between all the stuff that was going on in Nevada.
Good evening, Tom. KW6S, Kilo Mike 6, Sierra Romeo. You're coming in loud tonight, over.
KM6SRR, KW6S. Yeah, you're not strong, but certainly out in the clear and no warble or anything. So, yeah, we must be doing okay here tonight. KM6SRR, KW6S.
Okay, Tom, thank you. Yeah, you kind of dropped down there at the end, but for a while there, you're on the roof there. Anyway, just wanted to reach out and say hi. Okay, Mike.
Okay. Well, let me go back into the Bay Area and see if we can wake up. Fred should be there. I don't know why Fred hasn't popped in. He calls me even when I'm pointed toward Visalia. So Fred hears me no matter where I'm pointed. There's right down the middle of the Bay Area. WA6AXX, Ed. KT2G, AB6SR, KD6SOK. Anybody? Oh, darn it. I was hoping to break 30 tonight here on the band. About locally here, anybody in the Bay, in the San Joaquin Valley that hasn't checked in yet, like N6BYH or anybody? WA6OIB? Bunch of easy ones. We should get those guys, and nobody's. I got all the strange ones tonight. Okay. Well, I guess we beat the bushes all we could. How are you doing down there, Aaron? What are you hearing, if anything, tonight on your own little antenna?
Oh, I've been dealing with some other issues with the other radio tonight, so I've only been listening to yours.
Okay.
Yeah, messing around on 40 meters and causing all kinds of problems, but it's all good.
Oh, you're causing problems on 40 with your house?
No, with my audio interface, so it's garbling my audio, so I get to go hunt down what's causing that problem.
No, we don't want no garbled audio here.
Oh, most definitely not.
Okay.
A hard enough time speaking our piece without garbling it, over.
Yeah, that's it. Good evening, Frank.
And picking up the right microphone, apparently.
Did you reach down the hill and poke Dave?
I have not heard Dave. Dave, K6VBG, are you with us? Haven't heard a peep out of him tonight, Mike, and I always hear him.
Well, I know you wouldn't hear him. I'm just, he's not feeling well. And Dr. Dan was going to tell me something about Dave's condition that he didn't want to discuss over the air, and I forgot to ask him when I was in the office the last time when I had my meeting with Dr. Dan, personal meeting or appointment, if you will. I forgot. He mentioned something. Have you heard about Dave's latest? And I hadn't heard Dave's latest. And he said, well, I'll tell you some other time or something. We were in the middle of trying to get me out of there after, 3 hours late. Were you there the day? No, I guess I was with Jeff. And we were 3 hours waiting before we got our appointment. It was at 4 o'clock, and we got in there at 7 or something.
Yeah, that happened with you and Jen one night. You guys went in, you had lunch here, and had to be over there at 3, and she didn't get home till almost 7:30.
Yeah, that was at 3, and the meet appointment was at, we finally got to see him at 6. That's what it was. Okay. Yeah, that was Jen. Couldn't remember who I was sitting there with. We were watching one of the TV programs, one of the crime programs that is always interesting. Myrna used to watch it all the time. Myrna should have been a cop.
Yeah, Roger that. Yeah, Jen likes those, real crime dramas and reports and all that kind of stuff. All right, I'm going to shut it down and go to bed. I will see you in the morning. Tractor is already loaded up. And if I, by chance, get a wild hair and roll out of here too early, I'm just going to roll straight down the hill and go to work with the tractor for a couple hours before I come up and tackle that last little bit of electrical right there. That little job won't take very long anyways. K6NYC in the net, W6BBS.
Yeah, well, that's okay. What did you want to go into town?
Well, I figured we would discuss that. I got the tractor on now, so I don't want to haul that down there. So I'll get down there, get it off, and we'll discuss whether I go tomorrow afternoon or the next morning or something over.
Okay. Well, tomorrow afternoon may work, and I think Adam's going to be there, so we could go see him as well.
All right, we'll talk about it in the morning. K6NYC, W6BBS.
Yep. Okay, sounds good. Night for now, and over to you, Rob, for a wrap. We got quite a few people in here tonight. Let me see. I got looks like 38. No, yeah, 28 people.
Roger, that's what I've got too. I guess I'm on the right mic now, right?
Yeah. It's not muffled at all.
Yeah, I was screaming. I didn't know if you could hear me over the old plane airways there. Anyway, yeah, I showed 28, so we're doing good. And I take and put the log on the Bozo's Net thing right after we finish here, over.
Oh, very good. Thank you for that.
That way we all know we were here.
Hey, Rob.
Yes, sir, Mr. Frank, W6BBS.
Playing with your microphones like that, my station, I have 2 boom mics, at this time they're both ICOMs because there's 2 ICOM radios sitting near the 7600 and the 9700. So on the boom are 2 mics, and I have out of an old police console or something a 2-position foot switch down here. So I just, from one radio to the other, I just move my foot over. And that's how I got the Boner Award out of the Fresno Club years ago. I had the volume turned down on the club net, and I was trying to work a de-expedition on my HF radio, and I kept mashing down on the repeater frequency on the wrong button on my foot switch, and screaming my call sign into the pileup, trying to work this de-expedition. And I earned what they call the Boner Award. It's almost like a pyramid-shaped thing with a little pedestal on it, and like a little the bone out of a drumette or something, like a small chicken leg bone or wing bone or something that they've mounted on there, and it's got these little plaques all the way around it. And when you get that, they put your call sign on it. And I was in there with some pretty good guys, some pretty famous and guys that done a lot for the clubs and were well known and all that. So I was in good company. But yeah, that's how I won the Boner Award. So I know all about that, grabbing the wrong microphone. Only I do it with my foot, over.
Yeah, Roger. Yeah, I heard that they have a award like that, but we've all been on the lookout to see if we can find somebody that would deserve it this year, over.
Yeah, Roger that, okay. Yep, okay. So you've probably seen that award. Of course, they used to have the Alligator, too, and the Alligator got awarded to the person that would time out the repeater by talking too long, over.
Oh, well, I have a guess. There might be one guy that probably would get that, over.
Oh, you don't.
He'd have to use the repeater to get it.
Oh, shoot. I thought I was on to something.
Oh, and shoot, now people would just have to use the repeater, period.
What's a repeater?
It's a type of rifle, Michael. Good night, guys. W6BBS.
Good night, Frank. K6USY.
Good night, Frank. KM6SRR.
Okay. Good night, Frank.
Yeah, repeater's that thing that's on the space station.
K6MYC, WA6AXX.
Yeah, WA6AXX. Finally, where am I pointed? I'm pointed at you too. You must be coming in remote somewhere.
Yeah, I'm in Belmont. So just wanted to check in. Heard you're still on. I put Noah to bed, and dog's barking in the background. But yeah, so just a quick check-in. Let you go. K6MYC, WA6AXX.
Check in the dog.
Yeah. Give me the dog's Bozo number, will you, Ed?
I think the dog needs a new Bozo number. It's a puppy, a rescue dog that my daughter got just a couple weeks ago. And yeah, and I love dogs, and dogs usually love me, but she's kind of a little scared of me for some reason. So she's just been barking at me all night.
Boy, she's really telling you that you better get off this damn radio crap and pay attention to me. We can hear her. Well, thanks for checking in, Ed. You made us get to 29 check-ins tonight. We're missing a lot more in the Bay Area. We could have easily had 30, 35 people tonight checking in if we'd even gotten our regulars. Fred wasn't in here. SOK, KT2G wasn't in here. AB6SR wasn't in here, and of course you weren't until just now, so that was good. And then of course we got several locals that didn't show up in here, right around us here that didn't show up either, so we would have easily broken 35. Anyway, good to hear you. Thanks much. Enjoy, and we'll talk to you on Sunday night probably. WA6AXX remote, K6MYC.
Very good. Yes, yeah, talk to you Sunday. And yeah, I check in when I can, when I'm awake, and near a radio or an iPad. So very good. 73 K6MYC WA6AXX. I'll be QRT.
Good night, Ed. Now, Rob, you thought Ed checked in earlier. Who did you think it was when that was Ed? Who did you think was checking in for Ed?
Well, maybe I heard his call sign from somebody. Maybe Jim said it or something, but I thought I heard it. That's why I was thinking. Over.
Well, I said it several times because he was missing. And her liver misses, so that's probably I brought it up because it was unusual to not have Ed getting in here. Anyway, okay. Guess that's it, but we stayed on long enough to get one more out of the woodwork, huh?
Roger. I sent a text to Ken, said, hey, you were calling for him, and I guess he didn't get my text yet.
Now, don't worry about it.
He's either sleeping or working.
Yeah, we're both. All right. Good night, Aaron. Have a good weekend. We'll be around, and I'll be here as far as I know. We may dash into town with Frank either tomorrow or Saturday. We won't be there long, but we'll be trying to do a few errands and pick up a couple of pieces that we're missing. I know we need one plug, one connector, AC cord, 220 plug, a female, to go in one of the boxes, and a culvert to go underneath. A culvert to go through the dam. So if we do get a water next week, we don't blow the dam out. It doesn't wash over the top of the dam. Frank, are you still here? Hey, Frank's gone. I was on the dam the other day. I walked across it. I could drive it, but it's soft. I didn't want to drive it, but it's. I noticed there was quite a bit of erosion on the face, on the dry face side of the dam from the little rains that we are getting. So. We built it up. It's now at least 10 feet above where the waterfall was originally, so it's getting very, very deep.
I'm here.
Okay, did you hear what I said?
Yes, I did, and I expect that. See that downhill side, because I'm working over the old waterfall, I have no access to that, so I expect that to erode quite a bit initially, simply because all I can do is dump dirt down it. I have no way to get down there and compact that. And so that's kind of where my garbage stuff that has a little too much grass and all that's going in there, and it'll be fine. And also, that is not made for you to drive on, Mike. That is not, there's not enough support. Your vehicle's too wide. My tractor, I at times start caving in the sides of that with my tractor. So I was never intending that at this point, Dave. For me to make that wide enough for you to drive across at the top, we're going to take up most of the space in the bottom of it that would be water storage. So I was never intending for that to be a road across for you. Over.
Yeah, no, I never was going to do it. That's why I say I wasn't going to drive across it. And I said, yeah, I think I could squeeze myself on there if it didn't collapse, but there's no point in it, and I was never planning on it. I knew you didn't want me to drive on it. Even walking on it, there's some soft spots and there's some hard spots also. This the erosion on the face, I think we could do something there that would correct that. What it is just the water that's running down from the hillside and onto the surface of the dam. The flat top is compacted pretty well in some areas, and the water just finds a way across that, doesn't erode the compacted stuff, and then find its way back down the face. All we'd have to do is get a little ridge of dirt, maybe 2 inches higher than the rest of the surface, and then it wouldn't do that. It would run back into the dam itself. Over.
Yeah, roger that. Well, when I get it up to the right point, it won't do that. As I'm building it, it's going to happen. So nothing to worry about there, though, Mike. I expected all that, and when I finish up, it'll be something like the other one, where the water that does come down the hill doesn't erode the dam, but goes in its direction it needs to go, as much as I can, steering it into the pond, but where I need to, away from it, so it doesn't erode the dam. Over.
Yeah, Roger. No, I wasn't worried about it. I knew you would take care of it. I just was quite amazed that it eroded as much as it did in a couple of spots. And how it doesn't look like we had that much water, and there's no trail to it. That's the weird part of it. It somehow got on the surface of the top, and it didn't even make a groove on the top of the surface, on the level surface, but just on the edge. And one of the grooves is 6 or 8 inches deep, so it's a pretty heavy erosion, which means there has to be a fair amount of water going down there, but no evidence of it anywhere else. It just was a weird defect. That's why I mentioned it. I'm not worried about it. I know you'll take care of it, at least to my worries. Anyway, but there is water in the other side, and that's good. And I think we're collecting water from not only what's seeping through from the upper level, but also what's coming off the two hillsides that now you've meshed together to all go into that lower pond. So that's good. Everything's sort of working.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited about it. Man, the one thing I wish, we've got such a nice, everything that I'm doing there is turning out so nice, as far as, like you said, the drainage off of all the hillsides are coming into that point now and everything. And it's just too bad we didn't have a lot more space behind the dam to store more water, but it's still going to turn out good. All right, I'm going to shut it down and go inside and cuddle up with the wife, and I will see you in the morning, Senor. K6MYC and everybody else, good night from W6PBS.
Okay, I guess I'll have to go cuddle up with a kitty. Not the same somehow.
Mike, it's a pussy.
I'm not going there.
Who is this? KM6SR.
Excuse you.
And I'm sorry, Rob, as much as I love those kitty cats, there's no comparison to cuddling with my wife. Good night.
Good night.
I 100% agree with Frank. No issues there. No, I was just saying just on a superficial cuddle. That's all I was inferring. Over.
Okay. By the way, Abby was back. Abby's been back the last couple of days, and he was just mellow today. We sat in the sun, and the sun was just warming him up. He's totally black, as you guys know. And, God, it would be 3 seconds, and I'd pet him, and he'd just be soaking up that sun and just loving it, because my hand would push the heat through his fur onto his skin, and he was just really loving it. In fact, he laid on the cement there in the sun, and we both fell asleep there until I woke up and sneezed. And when I sneezed, I scared the crap out of him, and he ran off. Anyway, good night all, 7-3, and enjoyed the net tonight. It was a fun free-for-all, so to speak. KM6SR, K6USY, W6BBS, any other listeners? K6MYC, clear and closing.
You interrupted Abby's catnap, Mike, KM6SR. 73 K6MYC, and K6... Oh, I got a question for you, Aaron.
Uh-oh, is the question going to turn into an hour-long conversation?
No, I don't have to go to work tomorrow, but it won't be an hour long.
No, I'm working from home tomorrow.
Okay. What I was wondering about, I did this sort thing, and it takes all the numbers in the thousand and puts them in the middle of my sort. So apparently it's left justified or right justified sort, I guess, or something. Over.
Oh, that's interesting. It shouldn't do that.
Well, it's done it twice to me now, but it's easy enough. I just take that group and delete it and put it down where it belongs and paste it back in.
Yeah, it's just interesting that it's not. I wonder if you might need to tell it that column is numbers, and then it should, because it's just sorted as numbers, not text.
Oh, okay. Huh. I'll have to see what I got that column showing as.
Yeah, it's probably just a self-formatting issue, but at least it's putting them in order and it's easy to fix.
Yeah, I think it has it down as text, so I need to change it to numbers, huh?
Yeah, so try doing that and then try sorting it and seeing what it does. But I gotta go. I got my buddy stick is set up in the backyard, and I gotta tear that down before I shut down for the evening. So I'll say 73 to everybody online and on the air, and we'll catch you guys Sunday night. K6USY DMO6.
73.
K6USY KM6SR 73, Aaron.